It's still early out in Cali, baby, don't you wanna rally again? Find a road with no name, lay back in the slow lane. Skies dropping, Jupiter around us like some old train. We'll be rolling down the windows, I bet you we'll catch a nice second wind. We don't have to go home, we can leave the night on. We can leave the night on.
Alright, so like you see from the title of this video, we are going to talk about the best exercises for your stomach, your six-pack, your core, everything. But before I get to that, I just kind of wanted to make a little announcement. If you guys follow me on Instagram, that is at Megan Cross Fitness, you will see that I have now opened registration for my 6-week transformation challenge. So this is going to be 6 weeks of transforming yourself, of course. So what you're going to get is you're going to get a customized meal plan from myself based off of the macros that I'm going to calculate for you specifically, as well as 6 weeks of strength training and cardio routines. And then each week you're going to check in with me. We're going to see how you're progressing, and I am going to make alterations to your meal plan and training as necessary. You'll also have group accountability with everyone else who's in the challenge, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. It's only 6 weeks. That's not long at all. I promise you can stick to it, and if you do, I think you will see amazing results. So if you would like to sign up, you can go to hugsandfitness.com, click on the products tab, and then just click on the 6-week transformation challenge, and that'll lead you there. We will be starting on July 31st, and it will go through September 9th, I believe. So if you'd like to join everyone else, click there, and you have about 2 weeks until we get started. So without further ado, let's go to the best ab exercises. This is based off of like studies. This isn't just my opinion being like, hey, these are my favorite exercises, these are the ones you should do. No, there's actually studies that I've accumulated to talk about which ones are best for your abs, which are best for your obliques, which are best for like the lower region of your abs, all of that. So I'm going to talk about them and explain them, and then I also have video footage showing you each exercise so you know how to perform them and how to incorporate them into your routine. So as you guys probably know, the abdominal muscles, are your six-pack, whatever, is made up of 4 different muscles. Your external and internal obliques, your rectus abdominis, and your transverse abdominis. Your abdominal muscles are made up primarily of 55% type 1 muscle fibers and 45% type 2 muscle fibers. So it's almost half and half, which means that when you train them, you want to do a combination of both high reps with like low weight training, as well as low reps with higher weight training. So some exercises you want to do weighted, some exercises you want to do body weight, and so just mix it up with the number of reps and sets that you do. You want to do a combination. So I'm going to start off with the best overall ab exercise is actually a form of a crunch or a sit-up. So I know in the olden days they thought, oh yeah, let's do a bunch of crunches, and then recently they're kind of like, no, crunches aren't good for you, but they actually are really effective for training your abs. Primarily, crunches focus on the rectus abdominis muscle, and so when you do crunches, I would recommend the best option for you to get the most defined stomach would be doing weighted crunches. So as you'll see in the next clip, I like to do full sit-ups with a weight, and I hold the weight overhead in order to also like work my shoulders, and it's just great because you add that extra tension to your stomach. And so for this one, since it is weighted, I would recommend doing about 3 to 4 sets of probably like 10 to 15 reps. The weighted crunch is best, or is one of the best exercises, and this one primarily focuses on your rectus abdominis. Now, one of the best exercises for your lower ab region, there is no such thing as like the lower ab muscle and the upper ab muscle, but to target the lower ab region of your abdomen, one of the best exercises for that is the double leg thrust, and specifically it's best if you do weighted double leg thrust, as you will see here. I kind of do 2 variations. I do the actual thrust, and then I also do the weighted V-sit. So these are both really great for targeting your lower abs. Again, the studies show that's one of the best exercises for targeting your lower abs. But specifically, the double leg thrust was actually found to be one of the best exercises to target all of the 4 main core muscles. So really, if you want to stick to one exercise, the double leg thrust is one of the best. And again, I would recommend doing 3 to 4 sets in probably about 10 to 15 reps of these, since they are weighted. So you want to kind of do like a moderate amount of rep scheme for this. And really, it's such a good one. I like to do this exercise kind of on my upper body days. I like to superset like some of my bicep curls with this exercise on the bench. You can really do it anywhere. You kind of want to be elevated so your legs don't hit the ground. That's what I recommend. Again, I usually perform it on just a bench. Again, back to the crunches. Now we're going to focus on the upper abs. So like I said, a crunch is actually one of the best exercises for your abs. When I talked about the weighted crunches, that, like I said, specifically was more geared toward the rectus abdominis. Crunch variation for your upper and lower abs would actually be on the yoga ball or the stability ball. So as you'll see in the next clip, I'm doing just regular sit-ups. There's no weight or anything on the yoga ball. For this one, you won't use any weight. You could add weight actually if you wanted, but it's actually very effective even without weight. But because this one's unweighted, this would be one of the exercises that I recommend doing higher reps, so about like 15 to 20 reps as opposed to the lower rep scheme, and then do about 4 sets again. And you'll really feel that in your abs. And make sure that you keep your neck safe, neutral position, so that you don't crane your neck back or forward. You want to have it in line with your spine and just kind of crunch from there, as you will see right now. Okay, and then next, one of the next best exercises for your abs are any form of leg raises. So you can do hanging leg raises or like laying on the bench leg raises, just any sort of leg raise. This exercise was found to really target your lower abs, but also it was found that it created great activation for your upper abs as well. It's really just a great exercise for your whole core in general. So as you will see in the next clip, I do the machine that has the backrest and your arms are on it, and you just raise your legs. It's more difficult. The straighter your legs are, the more difficult it is. So if that's too hard for you, you can start with your legs kind of bent at a 90-degree angle instead, and then lift your legs up. You'll also see that I do the variation where I target the obliques by angling my legs either to the left or the right to target the obliques. But just hanging neutral leg raises are found to be one of the most effective exercises in creating the most activation in your core. Again, both your upper and lower abs are worked really well for this, the lower abs specifically, but again, it just works your whole core tremendously. And again, this one's not a weighted exercise, so I recommend doing higher reps here. Again, 15 to 20, 3 to 4 sets, and you'll really get great burn in your stomach. These ones are really hard. Together to really activate your stomach and train your core the best, I would recommend doing at least one crunch type exercise and one leg raise type exercise whenever you train your core. Use your favorite, again, crunch exercise, your favorite leg raising exercise, and put those together, and you'll have a great routine. Another effective leg raising exercise would be the partner one. So this is where your partner, you lay down and you hold onto your partner's ankles and you put your legs straight up and then they push them down. So this is great because it adds extra resistance, because they're throwing your legs down and you're trying to resist gravity pretty much and keep your legs from just crashing to the floor. So as you'll see, that is a really great other leg raising alternative. And then again, if you have a partner, another crunch exercise that you can incorporate is the one where you throw the medicine ball at them. So this is a weighted exercise. You are going to start in a seated position, and then your partner is going to throw to you the medicine ball as you catch it and come back, and then come back forward with the medicine ball. Again, this is great because it has the weight and the extra resistance, and then you throw it back to your partner. And so these are two, again, if you like to work out with a friend, these are great. You have your crunch exercise, you have your leg raising exercise, you put those together and you have an effective core routine. So you can try this exercise in the next clip. Like I said, if you just focus on incorporating a crunch exercise and a leg raising exercise, you are going to have the most effective routine for your abdomen. However, I'm sure a lot of you are probably thinking, what about the plank? I always hear about people doing planks, like holding it for a minute, holding it for however long they can. Like, isn't a plank an effective exercise? And if you do it the right way, it is. So usually when people think of a plank, like the traditional forearm plank, the position that they're in doesn't actually, it was found that the plank doesn't actually fire your abdomen muscles as much as people think that they do. Instead, if you want to do a plank and you want it to be effective, you're going to have to perform an alternative form of the plank where you're going to have your arms extended forward and you want your elbows to be underneath your eyes. So your arms are a lot more forward in front of you than what you would probably normally think of during a plank. So, and then you really want to squeeze your glutes in order to activate your core. And if you do it the proper way, it is going to burn, it's going to hurt, and you're not going to be able to hold it for about a minute like most people try and hold their planks for. It is going to be intense. And when you do it that way, it does count as an effective core workout, but like I said, it's really hard. Try it for yourself and you will see. So the proper form you will see in this next clip. So those are all of the best ab exercises for you. Again, I didn't just make this up. Research supports this. I just wanted to break it down for you guys in English terms because usually those papers aren't the easiest to follow. So I hope you guys appreciated it, or I hope you like it, got something out of it. I love training core, so definitely incorporate some of these moves into your next workout routine when you train your abs and let me know how it is. And also, like I said, my 6-week transformation challenge is up. You can sign up at hugsandfitness.com. I would love it if you would join. It's going to be so much fun, and you'll get to interact with everyone else in the challenge and just help hold each other accountable. And it's going to be a great time, and you're going to stay fit through fall, going into fall, or your start fit, or whatever. You're just going to have fun and look good and feel good. So again, that's at hugsandfitness.com. But I would like to thank you all for watching as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.